We have entertainment by Poetic Wisdom, a spoken word artist whose contagious energy, humor, and socially conscious poetry has been lighting up conferences and various stages for the past 5 years. If you don't know him, you've been living under a rock, basically. He's blending Somali and Arabic. Hussam's sitting over there. Poetry stems from his rich artistic Yemeni roots. He aims to inspire people on earth to step up into their creativity. You can follow him on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat at Poetic Wisdom. So you have to be careful though. It's poetic with a K, okay? Wisdom with a Z. So poetic with a? Yeah, wisdom? Thank you. Please, let's welcome him. Thank you.
How are you guys doing today? You guys alright? Can we get another round of applause for all the volunteers and the great speakers that we had today? They did more than enough. They went above and beyond. So thank you so much. And another round of applause for all you guys that came out. You deserve it. Thank you so much. Now, going off the topic that Muhammad Sofa was talking about, how we have a bunch of competent women and our guys need to step up and fill roles, I wrote this poem about a true story that happened to me about 3 weeks ago. And it was so sad and devastating, I just didn't know how to respond to it. So I just put in some couplets. Are you guys ready for it? Yes. She's Qali. Rich Arabic roots for expensive, priceless actually. She's respectful and pure, a queen walking the streets with rose petals thrown at her feet. Intelligently beautiful, soft, welcoming and tender. A soul full of life, a cheerful character. Her state of mind shines bright with expressions that never fall into darkness or depression. Modest in her actions, smooth in her vocals, rich in her language. She's in her last semester, completing her master's, a few days from graduating and hitting the big stage. Already secured an excellent job with a promising future. She's full of life. She's every man's dream wife. I told you she was Qali. But behind the crack in her smile, I sensed something missing, and I never brought it up until she faced her fears. Sliding into my DM with a profound message, "I'm looking for a real man," she said. Puzzled with a confused look on my face, I looked into the screen and I paused. Her worries, her honesty, her ambitions, her vulnerability, her shako doesn't add up. Something's missing in the equation, perhaps the variable, the real man. I proceeded with calculations, adding and then subtracting the mind games guys are playing. Half of our guys are goons. A quarter are not serious, leaving us with the remainder that have no aspirations of becoming anything. The percentage of real men are fractionally improper. There are only few amongst the decimals, amongst the male population, and thus I couldn't refer her to any digits for her to dial. My theory is precisely calculated. Qali longed to start a family legacy with a real man to father her offsprings, cultivating the seeds. She is the soil, grounding the roots together. I didn't know what to tell her. And I don't know what to tell any other woman who can't find a match online, on campus, on social media, or even in the masajid. And it's heartbreaking how guys are quick to slide into your DM, but as soon as commitment is brought up, that's when all hell breaks loose and they start to fuss about how they have to figure things out. Building women's hopes on hope of how one day it may happen. Yet the higher guys built, the harder that women fall. And I don't blame them for their bold statements, because had we been real men, I would have received Qali's message to begin with. And I don't know what to tell her and a bunch of women whose concerns are the same. Understand that I'm addressing the root of the problem and can't find a simple solution. I guess I'll hit the reply once I find a real man to offer her. And until then, I just don't know what to tell her. Thank you so much. All right. So we're here celebrating women's development, right? There's a bunch of speakers talking about development and women's development. Excellent stuff, right? Can we give them a nice round of applause one more time, please? Just this last time. So I was asked to present something along similar topics of women's development and integration. Honestly, I was like, this is not my field whatsoever. But I'll try something, talking about the development that happens from within. All right? Everybody knows the story of Cinderella, right? Everyone knows it, right? How about the Queen of Sheba? Queen of Sheba, you guys know? Okay, so this is going to be an easy one. Development affects different people differently. In the past years, we've seen improvement towards women. They're more educated and are paid in the workforce, and countries introduce laws to protect women's rights, right? Well, I'm gonna go left with this one, addressing the discussions often forgotten. We all want a better world, and a better world will develop once we develop ourselves and release our inner beauty. Because life is far from fairy tales. And one of the hardest things to do in life is confronting ourselves. Let me take you on a journey of how Cinderella transformed to the Queen of Sheba. Cinderella was the idol for millions of girls. A princess with servants obeying her every word. Many girls growing up were Cinderella wannabes, and if not, they were outcasted minorities. Externally, she was really, really pretty, but on the inside, she hasn't been given much to shine on. She always felt like she was never accepted, and her insecurities pushed her to extremes. She never thought that she would be accepted, and tragically, she ended up with loser friends and a low self-esteem. She convinced herself she wasn't attractive enough and never saw herself as a recipient of love. For the love, she took a lot of selfies. You would think she's an Instagram model. The comments, the likes made her feel a bit better about herself, but in real life as a role model, she wasn't looked up to and was quickly unfollowed. Her depression was getting deeper. Plus, chasing materialism only caused her chest to compress. That feeling of ascending in the skies, running out of breath. She had a void in her life, an empty soul that flooded tear streams down her innocent cheeks. That's when she decided she had enough. Time for a transformation, an internal makeover. She's going through a metamorphosis. Like a caterpillar must shed skin to become a butterfly, she too must strip the layers around her heart, the layers that concealed her inner beauty, blocking those around her from the kindness she had to offer. Spreading wings like that butterfly, the beauty she has to offer stems from within. She's on a road to recovery. She's in the process. She's on the road to recovery in the process, and acceptance is no longer a matter of life and death. She stopped making adjustments and now realizes that she is the best of herself that came into existence. Where she is now demands respect because she's shining on her inner beauty. She's much more stronger and much more powerful. She weathered the storm and is now living the happily ever after, not as a Cinderella, but as the Queen of Sheba. And my question to all of you is, what's stopping you from developing yourself and the world around you? Because let's face it, Cinderella has absolutely nothing on the Queen of Sheba. Thank you. Follow me on social media and subscribe to the YouTube channel, all under the name of Poetic Wisdom. Like you said, Poetic with a K, Wisdom with a Z. I'll be doing some giveaway prizes on the YouTube channel in the near future, so get on it quick, because I see the names that are subscribed. All right? Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good evening.